Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to do my BlizzCon 2019 predictions. Now I know it's a little early for this. BlizzCon is not until next week, but I have some stuff I wanted to get to next week, and I wanted to make sure I had some time in my schedule for this, and it looked like this was the best day to do it. So BlizzCon, of course, next week, next Friday to be exact, so we have a week until it begins. And there's a lot of stuff that is going to be going on at BlizzCon that I think needs to be addressed. And I want to give my predictions because it looks like it's going to be a big year for Overwatch just based on everything that we have seen and everything we've been kind of, or I guess everything we haven't seen, I guess is the better way to put it, because we don't really know a whole lot about what's going on. And I think that we should expect at least something semi-big for Overwatch, but at the same time, we might not get anything big, right? I think we as fans are anticipating something big, and we're hoping for something big, and we have to hope that that comes true, because if not, I think the fans will be very disappointed, because there's not really anything that Blizzard has said to lead us to believe there will be something big, but that's Blizzard anyway. They don't normally talk about stuff before it happens, so that's really the problem that we're in now, because Blizzard's kind of going to shoot him in the first foot if it isn't something big, so we'll see what happens. Let's start with the big thing, of course, that everyone is talking about. That is Overwatch 2, which is rumored and expected to be announced at the opening ceremony this year. Now, I'm still very torn on whether or not I think it'll be a full sequel or if it'll be just a major expansion. We've seen a lot of things from Jeff Kaplan in the past, or from other members of the Overwatch team, about kind of misdirection and stuff they're saying. Saying like, "Oh, we'd love to bring Overwatch to the Switch, but it's a little difficult," and all this other stuff. All the while they were working on it anyway. And Jeff Kaplan has said a number of times that if they wanted to do a game with heavy PvE elements, which is what is a part of the Overwatch 2 rumor, they'd have to make it its own game, which, means, maybe it will be its own game if there's, if that's what's being talked about. And if these rumors are true that we're seeing on Twitter about, like, this whole level up system and all this other stuff that they're talking about, then I think 100% it would make sense for it to be an actual sequel. But the way Blizzard operates, it's weird to me that they would do a sequel with PvP and PvE, because it would, I think, be hard on the Overwatch League to be like, okay, we're making a new game already. Overwatch League is just now moving into cities, and they're like, we're gonna completely change the competitive scene because we're making a new game. That to me seems kind of hard to swallow if you're a player, if you're an organization in the Overwatch League. You're going to go, so now it's an entirely new game, so we don't really know what's going on. I would expect most of the gameplay would be the same, but there would just be some changes. If this rumored leveling up system thing is true, where like you can basically level up heroes' abilities and stuff, I hope it doesn't apply to PvP, because I think that would be really, really bad. I don't think it would be good if Tracer just could drop multiple pulse bombs on people. That would be ridiculous. And I think it just wouldn't be Overwatch, because at that point in time, then the game would literally be, if you play more, you have an advantage, not because you're better, but because your heroes are actually broken. So I really hope that isn't true. But that is what we are looking at with kind of the big announcement, which usually the big announcement would be something like a hero, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that as the big announcement. It looks like we're going to get some kind of sequel or something as the announcement, but I don't expect that to come anytime soon. I expect the sequel to not be ready for until at least 2020 or 2021, but probably closer to 2021 would be my guess. So there will definitely be some other announcements about what they're going to do for the game and how they're going to keep the game alive and how they're going to, keep working on the current game. So I would expect a new hero announcement. What, I don't know. Who, I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say it'll probably be a support, which means it could be Echo, if Echo's a support. It could be Sojourn, if Sojourns in Sport, or it could be someone we don't know about. Last BlizzCon, Jeff Kaplan said that they had 6 heroes currently in development, and since then we have seen 2 of those. We have seen Baptiste and we have seen Sigma. We know about 2 more of them, and that is Echo and Sojourn. And we kind of know about 3 of them because he alluded to Junker Queen being in development. So at that point in time, and we might possibly know about the 6th one because it could be Malga, or it could be that Omnic that we saw in the short during Storm's Rising. So in theory, the hero that we get this BlizzCon should be one that we've already seen, but it's Blizzard, and who knows with Blizzard, they could do anything. But I would expect us to get a new hero. I'd expect us to get an announcement of when that new hero is going to go live on the PTR, which is usually the Monday following BlizzCon, so probably by Monday we'll see the new hero on the PTR. A new map is an interesting possibility. The thing with a new map is, last year they didn't reveal a map at BlizzCon because they felt that the announcement of the map was overshadowed by other things. But I think if you roll out, I think a big part of that is not so much that people didn't care about the map, which I think people are not as good about maps as they are about heroes. But the problem with the 2017 BlizzCon was they announced Blizzard World, but Blizzard World wasn't going to come out until several months later, whereas Moira was going to be able to be played the following Monday. So that's the big difference there. It's like people will want to play something that's more recent, so I think they probably purposely delayed the map so they can do a map reveal and have a hero and a map release side by side during BlizzCon, and then be playable at BlizzCon and then on the PTR on Monday. Because we haven't gotten a map since Havana back in March or April. I don't remember which one. I think it was March. No, I think it was April. Not that it matters much. We haven't gotten a new map since Havana. It's been several months since we've gotten a new map, so I would expect a new map. If not, then we're never getting a new map at this rate because we haven't gotten one in a very long time, which is weird. Usually we get a map in like September. We haven't gotten one, so I feel like the only explanation for that is a BlizzCon map. Animated short or cinematic is something I definitely expect us to get. There's tons of rumors about there being a long cinematic to reveal Overwatch 2 and all this other stuff, which is definitely a possibility. I think if there's going to be an announcement for Overwatch 2, a long cinematic makes sense. It's what I would expect to get. And I think that is important. I think it's really good that the shorts have been used for announcing stuff. The problem is, and the thing that I do have an issue with, is that we haven't gotten an announcement. We haven't gotten an animated short since last BlizzCon, right? And they've just kind of started just rolling out fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer cinematics every single year. And I understand that there is a dedicated Blizzard cinematics team. It's not a dedicated Overwatch cinematics team. So they're making cinematics for Overwatch. They're making cinematics for Warcraft. They're making cinematics for Hearthstone. They're making cinematics for StarCraft. They're making cinematics for Heroes of the Storm. They're making cinematics for everything, right? So if every single game at BlizzCon gets a cinematic, well, that's like, that's a lot of cinematics and one team that's making them. So it makes sense why we don't get as many Overwatch cinematics anymore. I'm not gonna be like, it doesn't matter, we should get more. I wish we got more, but I understand why we don't get more, and I'm 100% fine with the reason why we don't. It's only so many people. But I think we should hopefully get a cinematic at BlizzCon, but I have no idea. When it comes to like kind of bold predictions, ooh, that was a really loud one. When it comes to really kind of wild, bold predictions, I don't really have one. If my wildest bold prediction would be cross-platform play, I guess. But I don't think that's coming. Maybe that comes in Overwatch 2, I don't know. But I don't expect cross-platform play. Seems likely that won't be happening. Beyond that's really all I see. I don't expect much beyond the big Overwatch 2 announcement. I don't think they're going to do like an official Lucio Woes announcement like they did last year. I don't think there's going to be anything like that this year. It's possible, I guess, that they have something crazy planned that we just don't know about yet, but I don't really see anything too big coming with this BlizzCon that isn't Overwatch 2 and something that we all know about. Because it's not looking to be the most release heavy stuff, I guess. It's going to be more like, here's a big thing coming down in the future. We're not going to be showing you things that you're going to be able to play in the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months. That to me seems like the route that they're going this time around. And as opposed to, obviously, there's the Diablo 4 rumor, and there's some other rumors. So I don't think Overwatch will be the central focus of the show this year. But I feel like with the way that last year's BlizzCon went, they want to do something big to kind of right the ship. And then definitely with all this Hearthstone drama, I think they definitely want to be able to right the ship now when they couldn't do it last year. But that's just my thoughts and whatnot. So I'd love to hear what you think down below is going to come at BlizzCon. We're at this point in time really just in the dark. We have no idea what to expect. We just got rumors to go off of, but the rumors are pretty good, and I would assume that most of them will come true. Maybe not all of them. I really hope the stupid leveling system doesn't come true, because I think it sounds awful, but whatever. And if it happens, it happens. I that's part of me that thinks that like we'll get an announcement of Overwatch 2 during the opening ceremony, but we probably won't see most of like the meat and potatoes and the details about it until Overwatch gets its like full panel later on in the first day, and then also the Overwatch What's Next panel comes the second day. So those are the two things where I expect we'll get more details about what to expect from the different panels and from what's coming. But that is what I have for you today. Those are my thoughts and predictions. Like I said, let me know down below what you think. But I'm going to get out of here. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.